Wobble wobble. Hey everybody out there on YouTube, this is RCzo for me back here with another video. This is a video on the bracketing system that you can buy on Banggood for a cell phone or a tablet. I mean, I really think this would be more for a cell phone than any kind of tablet, but it shows it with everything in this mount from like a small size cell phone all the way up to like a leopard tank. So it's not as versatile as the pictures make it look, but there's no instructions that come with this, and it's also missing some pieces that it needs, in my opinion, for what they're selling it for, which is for the 6-channel Dumbo RC transmitter, which is this, and this transmitter has this kind of cutout here that's got a hole drilled through it, goes all the way to the back there. But it's not straight. It comes down at a slight angle inwards to the bottom. And so something that, when you put bolts through there, it's not going to sit flat, or the hardware that comes with it, because, of course, it's diagonal. So there's that to begin with. And then there's bolts that aren't long enough to complete the assembly and put it on here in the first place. Not to mention there's no instructions. So quick video on how to put this all together. There's a small bag of parts that it comes with, and a small bag of hardware. I've had to, in order to make this kit work, I've had to use hardware that I have laying around to fit it properly. And I'll show you guys exactly what I've done for that when we get to that step. So for this process, you're going to need a 3mm and a 3.5mm hex or Allen key. It came with a couple Allen keys. I immediately recycled those because they're useless to me. So we're going to grab some tooling, just slightly off camera, and we'll start putting this together. So the first thing you have here is the phone holder bracket. It's got a little pull tab at the top, which is kind of cool. You grab that and you just spring loaded. It's got some pretty decent play, I guess, to hold it in landscape mode anyway. There's your fitting on the bottom there. And so this is what I did. I took this piece first, and we're going to slide this into here. So this piece onto this piece. Okay, right on here. It's pretty self-explanatory so far, I think. Just pop that in. And there's one 3.5 head cap screw. I believe they're stainless too, which is kind of nice. That's a nice touch. So we will just pop that in there. So the other side of this hole on the opposite side of this piece is threaded. I don't know if you can see in there, but it's threaded inside there. So don't strip it, for this part I just put it in almost all the way down so that I can still move the bracket system, because I'm going to want to, well, it kind of goes in all the way and then that's it, but so that's too far. Back it up a bit, and then it's still movable, but that is recessed all the way in there. So that's the first part. Then the second part, we're going to take this little guy, which has a circular end on one side, you can see here, and then a rectangular end on the other side with some holes drilled. And you can see that it's also got a little pilot right here at the top inside there, and a little step right here. So you can align that based on what kind of like plastic piece you're putting it on. A lot of these have a very thin plastic piece with a hole through it right here, in which case you could flip this on either side to orient your bracket on either side, whichever you prefer. Because this thing is so thick, you can either put it here and have it off to this side, or put it here and have it off to this side. I like it here away from the wheel. Sorry. I like it, you can put it here on this side, or you can put it here on this side. I like it here on this side away from the steering wheel. yeah, so we can put that on next. This is going to go like this. And so this guy goes in here like this. So I'm orienting mine like this. Here's the bracketing system. Here's the way I'm putting it in. Just like that. And then I'm going to grab a 3mm head cap screw and a washer. And then I'm just going to slip that through the same side as the other one. Or sorry, the opposite side as the other one. So pop that in, and then on the other side, you can put in one of these lock nuts. I heard something sliding away. Put one of these lock nuts in. Got a little cross wrench handy for this little 4mm nut. Might be a 3mm nut, 4mm, I don't know. Bit change. And let's try that again. We're just going to tighten that up. Not too much, just to the point where, again, you can kind of position it still. It's pretty stiff, but that's fine by me. And then I'm going to put this. So this is where I ran into some trouble. Now they want me to put this in here. In here. Which is not a big deal, but the last screw that you have is not long enough to go through all of this plastic. As illustrated here. No dice, Jerry Rice. So, get rid of that. It also came with this. Comment below if you know where this is supposed to go or what this piece is for. Because I'm not sure. So, that can stay there. Anyway, this wasn't going to work, this cap screw for me. So what I did get is I had these spacers laying around. Let's see if you can see these at all. These are like some sort of steel spacers that I had laying around in a spacer drawer that have like a little pilot, like, you know, and a flathead at the end. And this just happens to slide into the hole of the Dumbo RC. And this just happens to be the right size for the hardware that I'm going to use. So I found two of these, and I found two of these to go into either side of these holes, just like that. Just like that. Which also reinforces the plastic, because now it's metal that I'm going through. So I put one of those on each side, like so. Right, so you got one there, and you got one on the other side. Then I took this in this fashion, like this, oriented like this. Got a bigger bolt that I happen to have laying around. Woo! Come here, you. Happen to have laying around. And I'm going to grab one of the provided washers. Put it on this side. I'm going to run it through this side of the hole here. Then I'm going to bring it over to this little setup we've got. Run it through my spacer. It'll come through my other side. Just like that. Hopefully you guys can see. And I'm going to throw another washer on there because it comes with it, so why not? Just like that. And then one of these I think they're 3mm nuts, they're pretty small. They might be 4s. I think they're 4s. Wishy-washy. So spin one of these locking nylon nuts on here. Just like that. Grab the cross wrench. And let's start turning that down some. Okay, it's starting to spin on the other side. that. And then this is the last part. You're going to grab this big screw here and your mount here. I'm going to put it right on this plate. So we're actually going to flip it the other way. Just like this. So we can mount it down here. Sorry, this way. Nope. This way. With the bracket facing forward. This part's pretty simple. You just screw it in. That's it. Boom. Bracket installed. So, just wanted to make a not too quick video on exactly how to install this. And really, if you bought this from Banggood, it's going to come with the same hardware package mine did, and it's not going to come with this longer bolt. So all you need is a longer bolt to put through here, and you can tighten it down and get it to stay. If you're putting it on a Dumbo 6-channel. So yeah, that's how that's done. Bracket installed. You can put your phone in here, and turn it however you like, and adjust it to the angle you like, and then you can RC and record at the same time. Hope that helps somebody out there. RCs are for me. Like, subscribe, smash the notifications, and take care of yourselves. All right, bye.